Imagine there's a young man named John. John grew up in a small village surrounded by mountains. He loved those mountains, and as a kid, he'd often imagine himself standing on top of one of them, looking down over the world. It was his dream to climb the highest mountain near his village. One day, he decided it was time to make that dream a reality. He packed a small bag with a few supplies and started his climb. In his mind, he was confident. He'd done smaller hikes before. This would be no different. At first, the journey was thrilling. The views were incredible, the air was fresh, and he felt alive, like he was unstoppable. But as he climbed higher, the path became steeper and the air thinner. His legs ached and he began to doubt himself. For the first time, he thought, what if I can't do this? He stopped to catch his breath, leaning against a rock, looking at the peak still so far away. He felt the weight of his doubts pressing down on him, but then he remembered something his grandmother once told him. If you want to do something you've never done, you have to be someone you've never been. These words echoed in his mind. He realized he couldn't reach the peak if he remained the person who gave up easily. He needed to become stronger, more determined, someone who could push through pain and doubt. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and pictured himself at the top. With newfound energy, John pushed on. He fell, stumbled, and struggled, but he didn't stop. After hours of exhausting effort, he finally reached the top. As he stood there, looking over his village and the world beyond, he felt a profound sense of accomplishment. He was transformed, no longer just a boy from a small village, but someone who had conquered a mountain. But here's the twist. As John gazed out, he noticed another, even taller mountain on the horizon. And in that moment, he realized something crucial about life. The journey never ends. Every mountain we climb leads to another. Life isn't about reaching one single peak and stopping. It's about constantly challenging ourselves, growing, and discovering new heights. John didn't feel discouraged by that next mountain. He felt inspired. He knew he was ready for whatever came next because he had transformed himself in the climb. What is the learning from this? Life will always present you with new mountains, challenges you didn't expect, hardships you didn't anticipate, and each time you might feel like giving up. You might feel as though you're not strong enough, not smart enough, not experienced enough. But remember John's story. You're capable of becoming the person you need to be to face those challenges. Every time you overcome one mountain, you'll be stronger for the next. So embrace the journey. When you see a new peak, don't feel defeated. Feel excited. That's your chance to grow, to prove to yourself once again that you're stronger than you think. Life's mountains may seem intimidating, but with each one you conquer, you become a little more unstoppable. So the next time you face a challenge, remember, the real climb is not about reaching the top, but about transforming into someone who can. Let every mountain make you stronger, braver, and more resilient, because it's not just the view at the top that matters. It's the person you become on the way up.